After starting this company in 2012, I was wondering, a lot of people would do marketplaces. A lot of people say, hey, listen, you got to have the fees baked in, like Uber did, or Airbnb. Another group of people say, hey, don't worry about that. Just get to critical mass and then later on turn on the transaction fees, and then take your VIG, your take rate. How did you do it with Zumper? And what's your philosophy on this?
So it's a great question. We were strongly the latter. So if you think about apartment rentals, if you don't feel like you see everything as a consumer, you're going to bounce. Like, you're going to spend a third of your income on this transaction. If you go to a website that has 20% of the listings, you're going to look and you're going to know it immediately. And so supply side liquidity is absolutely king in our industry. Kleiner did our Series A in 2014. So 5 years ago, we did our Series A and we had no traffic. We had 30,000 users a month, but we had accumulated basically every single listing in San Francisco and New York. Then we had more listings than anyone else. Oh. And we did our Series A entirely on that premise, Jason, of supply side liquidity is king. Don't ever create a barrier to it in the early days. Give it away for free. Build tools for those supply side listing landlords to manage their business on Zumper, even before Zumper had a single MAU. And then over time, start to inch into the monetization. So we were strongly the latter. And I really believe that marketplaces get to liquidity first, typically.
How did you get the information that was on Craigslist, large part, onto your platform? Is it legal to just copy it? Or did they try to stop you? Or did you have people in Manila or India just scraping the web and trying to normalize data and contacting people? How did you get those first 10,000 listings or whatever it was?
Yeah, so just as we were launching Craigslist, we're going after a bunch of competitors in our space, so we didn't touch Craigslist. We had to do it like the hard way. We knew even if you crawled Craigslist, which we didn't, we knew that one day you'd have to build bottom up your own business. So we could have cut the middleman and just went to building it bottom up. The biggest hack we had was building landlord tools. So ways for landlords to create a listing on their phone, syndicate it to all the main sites, and then bring the leads back and do
What did you call
screening.
that tool?
It was Zumper Pro.
Zumper Pro.
And it was the single most successful product we built in the first 2 years, even though no consumers know about it.
Yeah. So this is the phrase, I don't know who came up with it, which is come for the tool, stay for the marketplace.
That's it.
So you heard that at that time?
I wish I'd heard that. I think we just made it up as we went.
Right.
We basically just understood that we needed a reason for landlords to have listings on our platform, even though we had no MAUs to show them. And so we used to syndicate to Zillow, to Trulia, to Hotpads, all these platforms that could bring all the demand until the day where we got big enough.
And then you're like, deprecated the tool, or?
A tool exists. We just didn't need to syndicate it out. So right now, Zumper landlords can get onto Zumper, PadMapper, this company we acquired, and also Facebook Marketplace, where we power a decent chunk of Facebook Marketplace's rental vertical.